Hello guys, and welcome to episode 69 of the Gone for a Burton Save. I'm the Custard Prophet. Great to have you with us again. So this is the final game of our, I think, 6th season, playing as manager of Burton Albion, and it's been a really great season. The first half of the season was utterly brilliant in the league. League form wasn't so great in the second half, but we had a fantastic FA Cup run to make up for that. So since we were last together, we've played 3 games. We've got a win, a draw and a loss, and actually played well in all 3 of the games, so that was good. So away at Southampton, we matched them. We got a penalty that Andy Christie scored, and they scored a very late goal. We should have won that, but didn't manage it. Burnley, it was a 20-yard header from Leshett. Don't know how it went in, but we had many a chance before that. Koch got his first and probably only goal of the season, but they got one back. We made it again a lot harder than we should have done. And then against Watford, their goalkeeper was absolutely outstanding. He saved 2 or 3 point-blank shots from Christie and various other people, and we just could not get the ball past him. In the end, it was a deflected cross that went in for us to make it level. And then we got a player sent off. There was a lot of chances in this game, and we were still going for it, and they scored 2 late goals. Jack Grealish with one of them. Ooh-ay. But Kane Hammond got himself sent off, which means he is missing today's game against Chelsea. That's not the only team news for the game against Chelsea. So Andy Christie, he has been called up to the England squad, but he has, unfortunately, between these 2 games, got himself injured. So although he was called up for the European Championship squad, at least the provisional squad, I think, he's going to miss the European Championships because he's out for 3 months. It's the first time I think he's had a big injury, and thankfully it's come right at the end of the season. That might actually, as long as it doesn't affect his attributes, that might mean that he is less attractive as a player to be to other teams. So maybe there won't be so many people going in for him, but it's probably going to mean he has a bit of a slow start next season. So this is who we are going up against. It's Chelsea, and this is the team that we're putting out. It's another game against Chelsea. Hopefully we can do as well as we did last time. So we've got a lot of little niggles and injuries, as you can see. So Jamie Allen's out, DeCole is still out, Christie's out, Hammond's out. So it's quite a different looking team. It's probably the best we've got at the minute, but we got Walton, Holland at left back, Kempf, Leshart, Dapioli, Busquets just in behind, Pepelu and Spara, Paulo Vitor on the left, Koch on the right. This is going to be his last game. Alonso continues up top. We have got Sordell on the bench. Hopefully we can bring him on to say goodbye after many years of fantastic service. Few other players who will be moving on, but I think no one deserves that goodbye as much as Marv. So here we go. It's going to be a tough one, and we'll see what we can do. We've still got a chance to finish I think as high as 9th in the league, which will be fantastic. I think we can go one up. I think we can end up 10th or 8th, depending on results. But although I haven't looked at the league that recently, let's... no, wrong one. League table. Where are you? Right. So yeah, we're 9th at the minute. I don't think so. I think it has to be a fairly big goal difference change for Southampton to catch us. Well, not that big, but yeah, so, and we're unlikely to catch Crystal Palace, so 9th is probably as good as we can finish, and it would be just good to finish above Wolves. Oh, that was awful. That was absolute tosh. Show some passion, guys. We'll pop that there. So that means we'll be popping behind Wolves. Suso with the free kick. Came around. Walton should have stopped that. I mean, he's had a good season, but we'll kick off highlight. You know, he's had a good season, our man has, but it's... Yeah, we don't want him to have a crap game here, do we? Mukalele. Fantastic. Yeah, Felix. Yeah, certainly I've been asked in the comments about whether he's a possible signing. As you can see, he is a starter for Chelsea. He's worth £65 million. Unlikely to get a hold of him. Our transfer budget at the minute is 40 million. We've got a lot to do. We'll discuss what we need to do after this game. But we need to kind of spread that around and look for bargains and sensible acquisitions which are going to improve us rather than going all out on one player, I think, unfortunately. But Chelsea are dominating, and it's probably because we're missing the likes of Christie, the likes of Hammond, the likes of Allen, the sort of heartbeat of the team, really. Vitor has been out for a couple of games as well, so we're it's kind of end of the season. We've got a lot of niggles, a lot of people struggling with fitness. So yeah, not brilliant, but now we've got the ball here. Koch, who did score in the last game. It was, and it's a stunning ball from Koch. That was really good ball. I don't think he was capable of that. Right, gonna sneeze. Oh, shit. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Oh, bloody hell, it's one of them. Oh, God. Right, I think it's gone. Oh, dear. At least it was after the goal. Right, show some passion. Why did I say that? Right then, so it's 1-1. But Wolves are in the lead. Depioli. Pepelu. Oh, it's a lovely ball out to Holland. Holland, who's... I mean, that was not the best. Not the best, guys. Just wide. So, yeah, Wolves are winning by the look of it. Holland, ball in, nicely done, but Busquets has it. He sort of digs it into Depioli. Depioli's got it back to Sabara. Koch, is he gonna have a shot? He's done all right actually. He's causing a bit of trouble himself. Oh man, Mr. Koch. Right, Busquets, Depioli, back to Busquets. Inside to Pepelu. Good ball retention here. Spara. Pepelu. He goes wide, but it's a mistake. Well, it's a terrible ball. And Morata. Beautiful finish from the man. Beautiful finish, but that was a mistake from Pepelu. We just got absolutely smashed down that side, and Holland is not fast enough to deal with that. But it's a kick-off highlight again. Kempf. Leshot playing around at the back. Nicely done, Koch. Oh, shit. Vitor should have scored that. Another clear-cut chance for us. We've created some decent chances. I have to say, Koch has played quite well. Been quite impressed. An impressive member of the squad, if you will. Decent game, I think. Decent game. We're still very much in this. We're creating chances. Not going to change it. Just think what we'd do if we had with the full team out. Again, Holland's getting in yet another game against Chelsea. he will be leaving at the end of this season as well. There's a few people who be moving on. Coleman isn't going to be here. Yeah, Sordell, Darami, they're all off. Yeah, I've looked at trying to at least sign Vitor, but he was far too expensive. I've looked at Hammond, he's far too expensive. So I'm going to try and get him back on loan, see if that's a possibility. But I fear that it's unlikely. Right, so we're going to bring on Darami for Vitor, and we will bring on Big Marv right at the end to say goodbye to the man. Be lovely for him to get a goal. Darami. Oh, Alonso there. Well, yeah, Southampton are drawing. Right, 80 minutes, we're bringing him on. No, we're bringing him on now. Here he comes. Big Marv. He's hardly played a game this season, but he's got a goal. We know he's got a goal. Can he get that goal? It would be utterly fantastic. Ooh, is that... What's that? Oh, not a penalty. I think if we can continue to look this dangerous next season, I think that will be fantastic. Outside the box, good. They never seem to be inside the box. It's slightly strange. They need to, I think, improve the whole VAR sort of animations and things, because there are a few little glitches in it that you kind of know what the outcome's going to be before the outcome's happened. There's very little kind of intrigue as to what's actually going to happen, because it seems to be when VAR gives a goal, everyone, before the decision's been made, they all kind of walk back to the middle of the pitch, so you kind of know, well, the goal's been given. Right, doesn't look like we're going to get back into this. Oh no, there's a highlight right at the end here. Big Marv back to De Pioli. And an awful ball. Too many bad crossfield balls today. And Walton, he saves it. It's been a tight old game. Yeah, they've had more chances than we have. Pepelu, dear me, that's messing around there. I haven't even seen Big Marv touch the ball yet. Right. Quintana. Busquets. Go on. At least give it to Marv. Oh, Quintana's lost the ball. Oh. Yeah, Felix. Right. Well, it was a decent performance again. Koch got a 7.7. Very, very good from him. Very good performance. So, well, it's a loss. I'm going to say they were unlucky, because I don't think they played poorly at all there. And yeah, this has been kind of the story of the second half of the season. We've not been quite as incisive. We're not putting as many chances away. And we're getting done on the counter-attack a little bit more, which is disappointing. But we finished 10th in the league, which if you'd said that was going to happen at the start of the season, I would be utterly, utterly thrilled. So, yeah, really, really happy with that. 10th, a -1 goal difference, which is a little bit disappointing in the end. But overall, yeah, what a great season. What an absolutely brilliant season. So we're just going to have a little look for £23 million. Not bad, not bad. We're going to have a little look forward at the Player of the Season awards and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, Hodges, he's doing my bits and pieces, my what do you call it, interviews and stuff. It has been for about 2 years. Absolutely correctly, we are. He's very, very happy. Oh, look at that. So, record high league finish for us. That was very good. As well, we knew that anyway. But Andy Christie, wins the English Young Players Player of the Year. That is a wonderful thing for the young man. Hopefully that will speed him back after his injury. Right, initial transfer budget, £42 million, £1.2 million. Yeah, that's a big old difference compared to what we're spending. Yeah, we're currently spending, so it's a huge difference, I think, to what we were spending last season in terms of wages. So that is good. Big old chunk of money to play around with. Right, come on. Right, we'll move forward to the awards when they appear. We will come back. Right, guys. Okay, so we are back. So that was this is our best ever 11, which I think is it's not a bad team. That I think it's some interesting choices. Fernandez in midfield as an interesting choice. He was a good player for us. Busquets obviously fits in there. He's been utterly superb. Hammond, left back, right back, Christie, De Cole, I'd agree with that. Rodak at the moment, maybe, but I think there's better out there. Alonso definitely up front. Obafemi, he was good for us. What was he? Where is he? He's at Walsall. 16 goals in one season. Great stuff. So, end of season awards. Who is going to be player of the season? I think it only can be Andy Christie, can't it? Yeah, 61%. Jamie Allen in second. Kempf in third. Goal of the season for Sparra. Signing of the season for Walton. Young player of the season, obviously Andy Christie. So he scoops up the awards. That's the team of the season. I'd agree with that. I think that's the only place. Is it Depioli or De Cole? I think apart from that, it's been fairly consistent. Right, so season review, semi-final in FA Cup, second round. Carabao Cup didn't go well. FA Cup went quite brilliantly, but you look at that 4-1 win over Watford, brilliant. And this was really the only smashing we had, 6-1 against City. I think we'd still have to say we'll try and avoid relegation. Yeah, that was the right choice. It's always hard to know, but I think everyone has to be happy after a season like that. They've gone on holiday. Cool. We'll give them 5 weeks. Okay, so let us, lastly, before we disappear off, let's have a little look at the team, because we have to do some culling of this team, or some changing. So in goal we have Ryman and Walton. I'm happy with that. We probably get rid of Sirocco because we've got 17 places, foreign places, and I think you might as well, if you are going to have a third goalkeeper, you might as well have a young British goalkeeper there and not waste one of those places in that position. Centre back, we've got Leschert. We've got Coleman, who'll be going back to his club, didn't particularly play well. Leschert and where is he? Kempf. Those two have been utterly brilliant. And then we got Hansen, and that's pretty much it. So on loan we've got Mason. Matt Mason. Will bring him back and probably have him as our as a backup player, I think, for next season. See if we can get him some game time. But we will probably look to bring in one centre back to challenge Leschert and Kempf. Right back, I'm happy with Depioli and De Cole, both very good. Hansen can fit in there. He can also fit in at centre back, and so I'm quite glad to have him around for next season. Left back is an interesting one. So Holland, I think his contract is up, so we're letting Holland go. He's done okay. I mean, he's been an interesting player. He came in very cheap. He's played 18 games, 7 of which are in the Premier League, and done okay. So he will be going, and we'll need to replace him. We've already put an offer in for somebody, or at least an inquiry in for somebody. And the other thing we'll be desperately trying to do is getting Kane Hammond back on loan. I think it's not going to happen, but we will try. Right, in central midfield, we have a number of players. We've got these guys here: Smith, Allen, Pepelu, Busquets, Quintana, Sparra. That's a lot of players. So, I mean, certainly in the defensive midfield role, we have Busquets and Matt Smith, and obviously Hansen can fit in there. That's fine. We're good there. But it's in that area just ahead of that. So we've got Allen, Pepelu, and Quintana and Sparra. We need to get someone very, very good in there. That's going to be one of my focuses for this transfer window, getting a really good central midfielder. Ballo, we're probably going to get rid of. He's not done anything. On the right side, obviously Andy Christie, we want to keep hold of him desperately. And Koch will be leaving. I mean, he looks okay when he's played. I don't expect him to be coming back. On the left side, because we are losing Vitor, we'll try and get him back on loan. He was very good. All we really have is Alan with an eye on that side. So Darami, Ayew, both leaving. So we'll probably need to bring in somebody there as well. Up top, we've only got really Alonso, because Sordell, Ayew and Darami will all be leaving. So we have to recruit a couple of strikers as well. We haven't really got anyone in the under-21s or the under-23s to bring in beyond Matt Mason. So we're going to have to do some decent transfer business with just £40 million, which sounds a lot, but as a Premier League club, you have to spend big most of the time to get the quality in. And as you've seen from the likes of Darami, it doesn't always work. So that's the plan. Let me know down below what you think my priorities should be this season. And hopefully you enjoyed the season. I think it's been an absolutely fantastic season, particularly the cup run. Really enjoyed that. And I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit the like button. If you haven't done already, please subscribe. And join us for next season, season 7. We'll see you then. Cheers, bye.